purpose of the Youth Summit is to really amplify the importance of the youth-adult partnerships. It's to give young people examples that they can bring back to their school and how youth can be empowered in decision-making in schools, such as curriculum, daily practices, and how to strengthen the relationships between students and staff.
I'm here to learn from you just as much as I'm here to teach you. It's like what the phrase is, each one teach one, something like that. You know, where it's like, it's not just you anymore. We're here to learn from each other. We're here to understand each other. We're here to teach each other, you know? So I think that's really the whole point of this.
At the table, it's youth and adult partners that are centered. That is kind of our goal, because youth and adults always have to work in kids, parents, teacher, student. That's always a dynamic. It seems to be a younger person with an older person. Our work is to kind of get rid of the hierarchy that comes with these types of partnerships, where you don't always have to listen to the adult, but the adult should listen to the youth. And that's kind of what we've been doing with the steering committee. So
once you sit down and you start to understand where the person is coming from, and you give them an outlet to talk, to be free to, speak the truth. Once you sit down with someone and you try to understand where they're coming from, that opens them up, tries to, help them understand what's happening, learn their story.
To be honest, I don't care who takes offense. To be honest, I saw school my whole life as like a jail, just being set up for kids and growing. Because you walk into school and it's built almost like a jail. You sit in a certain class, you have to go this. People tell you where to go, you have to walk to here, you get punishments. Same way he feels, like you feel like you should be spoken. I want to be outspoken, but I talk to the teacher, it's like I'm disrespectful, but you're trying to have a normal conversation, because as you grow into like a young adult, you need to have conversation with these young teachers, or like these older teachers, or these teachers that have been 30 years experience.
So this is supposed to be a place where young people who oftentimes live in their own little worlds can break out of those little worlds and come together and share the amazing work that they're doing, find connections between each other and learn with and from each other. And it's also, a space for adults who support young people to do the same. And the purpose is also to bring together super passionate advocates for Youth Adult Partnership to plan this event.
we have been working for the Youth Summit it feels like my whole life, but it has only been maybe 6 months, starting in January, December.
There's nothing more rewarding than seeing a result, you're seeing a change in your school and in the Youth Summit, all these different kids from all over the city. So taking this back to my school, I've implemented club fairs in my school, the very first club fair. We've done restorative circles school-wide and just stuff like that. And it feels really nice to be able to take that back and create change, not only on the citywide level, but on your own little school community level.
So the summit really allows for youth-adult partnership to be highlighted. Sometimes adults just like to take the lead and, hold workshops, anything else that are leadership positions. But by being able to partake in the summit, you learn that youth-adult partnership is available. It's not like a hierarchy. We're all equal. We have the same amount of power, use your voice as a student.
I feel like it's a partnership, really. It's like a 50-50. So it's not like just students or just adults telling what to do. It's definitely like a youth-adult partnership.
People don't understand the power that they have. It's only till people realize with the stuff going on in this world.
Because we always look to the higher figures to handle
do something.
it and to figure it out. When it's I can look to Addie and I can be like, yo, we gotta get this together. Mm-hmm. If we round up enough signatures, if we do this, if we actually put the work in.
Transformative justice is the alternative to incarceration. Transformative justice is an alternative to things like suspensions.
They made it a way that it's just instilled into the system that this is always going to be. This is how it's going to be run, and it's never been revamped. It's never been looked back upon because this system has been built back all the way back to slavery. So this is also a really good way of showing how transformative justice could transform a whole entire system and transform a whole entire world that will become better for each and every person here.
I think the first step to the DOE being able to support us is listening. right? As is for anybody doing anything, right? You have to listen first to know how to change, how to accelerate what we're doing. And this is an opportunity where the students are teaching the adults, right? We are giving you our perspective. And so through that, when we're giving our perspective to the DOE, they can hear us and change based on what they hear from us.
Restorative justice is such an important concept, and it's still not as widely known. There's still like punitive measures in schools and their disciplines.
I feel like we did a lot of work when it did come to marketing, but having that extra push from the higher ups in the DOE would be a big help. And in addition to that, like coming out more and like seeing like what we're doing behind the scenes would help the chancellor like be a lot more understanding as to like what we're doing, the amount of like effort that it's taking, and I think it would be just interesting for them to like see it.
I think something as small as just making restorative circles or having those conversations within like smaller classroom settings is enough, right? It's enough to have that to start off, and then you can bring in the bigger picture, because it's a lot of work. It's not easy. So starting off small is where I think we could start, and I think the DOE can definitely help in implementing something in that way.
2, 3, 5!